Peace and love, y'all. What's going on? This is Javon, Dr. Love Jones, and we're here for the 30-day content creation challenge. 30 days. This is day 7, and make sure you're subscribed to this channel. And you could click the bell icon so you could be notified whenever I upload. But every day for the next 21 days, we'll be dropping content. So this one is an important topic to me, right? It's probably one of the topics I talked about for years, but as I've grown, this conversation has grown. And it's called self-love, right? In my book, Level Up, How to Start Living Your Best Life Now, I actually have a chapter called Unconditional Self-Love, right? And it's because you should love yourself unconditionally, right? That should be the standard for love, right? No matter what the situation is, you should love yourself unconditionally. And what I mean by loving yourself unconditionally is you don't need to have things right for you to love yourself. You don't need to have all the things you had to love yourself. All you need to do is just breathe. And that's self love, right? The fact that you're alive, you should love yourself ideally, right? We have moments in our life where we do things we're not proud of. We're put into circumstances and situations that's really rough. And sometimes those situations kind of makes us really like look at ourselves different. But you have to realize that everything in your life could be used as a way to make you lesser or make you better. You have to choose that. So if you're operating with high level of self-love, high unconditional self-love, you're looking at everything as a way to get you better. And even though you have to sit back, you have to take losses, you have to take some stuff on the chin, like literally life is going to test you. You have to see those tests as helping you to grow and be better. Because if you look at it the other way, then you're going to eventually be in a mental home. If you look at it as every time something happens to you negatively, somebody's conspiring against you, somebody's doing something towards you, that becomes paranoia. But the opposite is prenoia. It's when you believe that the universe is working and conspiring to help you grow and be better. So naturally, you have to see everything and realize I have an opportunity to grow from this. When you're struggling with love, with life, it becomes the opposite. I've been on both sides of the spectrum. Years ago, I was on the damn, everybody is against me, everything. And I was that person who's trying to be around people because I wanted to be accepted. I needed friends to validate that I'm a good one. I'm a chill guy. I'm a good person. Codependency was truly an identity of who I was, especially in my lower 20s. Now that I'm in my upper 30s, I realize that's not real no more, right? I don't need anybody to love me. I don't need anybody to love me because I have that love already. But I require, if you're going to be a part of what I got going on in my life, there's a love that you have to have for me. You have to have love for me. That's what having self-love teaches everybody around you. Because now when you love yourself, you're not going to have people who don't have love for you around you. It makes no sense. Because if they don't have love for you, they're only there in your life to take from what you are building. Because that's what happens in friendships and in relationships. People come in there because they see a lot going on and they want to be a part of it, but they're not contributing, right? They're just taking, they're draining. If you want to develop that strong level of self-love, you have to realize that people are going to want that. And you have to be willing to set the boundaries necessary so people can't do that. Boundaries is a beautiful thing if you need to set when you truly love yourself. I'm not telling you that you need to cut anybody off in your life. What I'm telling you is that people who do not have love for you don't need to be there if you truly love yourself. Because when you don't love yourself, you attach them needing to be there to validate something within you that you don't need validation. You know who you are. Like for me, let's take it to me. At this point in my life, I am 36 years old. So at 36 years old, I've went through my ups and downs as an adult. I went through trying to put myself in groups and around people and hoping that they love me for me when I didn't love me for me. So why do I need somebody to do something for me if I didn't, right? I've been that person who got to a point of life and said, damn, I don't have no friends. And I had to build back my relationships from ground zero. Now I went to a period of my life when I thought everybody was my friend. Oh, I got friends here, I got friends there. Everybody is friends. Then I went through certain things in my life and made me realize, you know what? I only have these set of friends and I'm good with it. As long as you have love for self, you're going to always find yourself bringing in and losing people, or people falling to the wayside. People being your friends go down to associates. People who are you consider like family just going down to associates, or vice versa. People who you associate with, you realize that they are good, genuine people, and they become upgraded as friends, or they may become like family to you. You know, there's so much nuances to this, but the most important thing that you want to realize is that you need to have it for yourself first. You got to know how to treat yourself so you can be an example of how people should treat you. You should love yourself so you can be an example of how they should love you. It's no other way around it. If you don't love yourself the way you need to be, then everybody's going to come into your life and trample on what you have building for yourself. And the negative of you is that you will become that leech. You will become that person that's draining from somebody else's happiness because you don't have it for you, so you want to take from somebody who you perceive to have it for themselves. And that's ultimately the truth of this, is that when you don't work on yourself, you become the negative things that you wouldn't want other people to do to you. You become the toxic person. You become the leech. You become the narcissist. You become all these negative traits that you can be on other people because you want to be in other people's lives, but you don't want to work on yourself, because working on yourself means that you don't need anybody around you. You are afraid of the own thoughts in your own head. You sometimes go in the car and play the music loud all the time so you can avoid facing your own thoughts. I'm telling you right now, work on your self-love. Love you first. If you ain't willing to love you first, it don't matter what's going to happen, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm missing my days I'm on. For day 8, because we're day 7 now, I'm going to get into more details on what it is like to love yourself unconditionally. So I'm already going to prepare you for the next video. So I'm going to give you some tips and stuff to help you grow your self-love, because right now, off the rip, I want people to start loving themselves better. I can tell you from my life, when I started loving myself better, life shifted, the universe shifted, everything went into my favor. And even when things didn't go right, I was able to bounce back quickly. Why? Because I love myself enough to not allow myself to be abused or used or feel like I'm not worth anything. Because one thing I am is I'm worthy of all things that's given to me. Peace and love. See y'all. Make sure if this video touched something or you feel inspired, comment below, share it to a friend, and I'll see you for day 8. Peace.